As Jesus says in Matthew chapter 7, when he's speaking to those who say, Lord, Lord, he says, depart from me, I never knew you. He doesn't say, I knew you for a little while. He doesn't say, I knew you for as long as you could handle it. He said, I never knew you. And why this matters here is in regard to the issue of what faith is. If faith is merely a mental assent to the truth, what if a person says they believe in Jesus but live a habitual rebellion against him? Can we not then say on the authority of John's first epistle that this person is not genuinely saved? 1 John 3:9 says, no one born of God makes a practice of sinning, for God's seed abides in him. 1 John 5:18 repeats this by saying, we know that everyone who has been born of God does not keep on sinning or make a practice of sinning, but he who is born of God protects him, and the evil one does not touch him. A lifestyle of continual, habitual, unrepentant sin, which the person has no desire to fight and continues to foster, is a lifestyle which is indicative of a person who is not saved, no matter what they have confessed with their mouth. Number 7, the person who denies repentance as a part of the gospel still behaves as if it is. If a person was living in habitual unrepentant sin with no desire to change, and they stood before my brother Tommy, I do not believe that he would affirm them as a Christian, even if they claimed to be. If a drag queen stood before him and claimed to be a Christian, I don't think he would receive that confession. If a person came to his church and was involved in an extramarital affair and his mistress was on his arm and he claimed to be a Christian, I don't think he would receive this confession. If a man was a known child abuser, drunkard, pornographer, or abortionist, I don't think he would receive that confession either. The list goes on and on. The issue is whether or not we are at war with sin or whether we foster it, love it, excuse it, and promote it. The unrepentant person does all of those things, but the repentant person does not. There are so many passages that would affirm that repentance, which includes a change of mind and behavior toward sin, is a part of the gospel. Romans 6, James 2, both present faith as more than mere mental assent, but a change of spiritual disposition. This is why Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, when he's talking about a whole list of sins, he says to the Corinthians, such were some of you, not such are some of you. Regeneration produces more than just lip service. It produces a changed life.